Ladies and gents, welcome to Cabra Bowls. For the very first time, we're getting a New South Wales and Queensland Para Test Series. Fantastic occasion. It's the first time we've had the Disability Bowls group playing in an interstate series. The Blues up against the Banana Benders. A big thank you to Cabra Bowls for their support of this event. Just have a quick run through of our team lists for this inaugural test series. On our live stream for our first session, we have the Blues represented by Michael Vassallo, Anthony Brown and Aaron Kelly. They're taking on the Queensland combination Brett Sellars, Tony Bonnell and Damien Delgado. The other half of the men's competition, the Bears, has Ryan Wood and James Reynolds taking on Wesley Brown and Clive Williams. In the women's competition, the triples combination, Gail Schultz, Kathleen Wilton and Christine Constable lining up for the Blues. First ever tests for Kathleen and Christine. They're taking on, Kathleen and Simone. The women's triples, Caitlin Smith, Cheryl Linfield and Trish Spicer. And in the women's pairs, the Blues, Simone Smith and Carolyn Nelson taking on Louise Hoskins and the legendary Serena Bonnell. Players just completing their trial ends. They get 2 before each of the test series. Test series played as 3 tests, each test played in 2 sessions. Now, each test will start first session with pairs and triples. We've got slightly different matches in the second session of each test. There'll be a combination of triples, singles and pairs, depending on the test. 2 pairs and a singles, or a triples and 2 singles. 4 of the 5 players will get a game of singles in those second sessions. We've got a 2-hour time limit. We do have a respot in place for these matches. Jack will go back to the tee. We will have a hooter sound in just a little while for these players to start their first end. If the time limit's reached, the end in progress is completed, but no further ends commenced. Our triples, we're playing 15 ends. Pairs also playing 15 ends, 3 bowls per player. When the singles come up, they'll be playing 21 shots up. Oh, we're just waiting on the hooter, and there it goes. Hooter in the background. So, first use of the Matt and Jack for Queensland. So it's Brett Sellars getting us underway. First ever Para Test Series, the Blues taking on Queensland. So for those curious, our KENO New South Wales Blues men's team, James Reynolds, Cabramatta, Aaron Kelly, South Tamworth, Michael Vassallo, Cabramatta, Ryan Wood, Cabramatta and Anthony Brown, West Dubbo. The women, Carolyn Nelson, Engadine, Christine Constable, Maitland City, Gail Schultz, now at Engadine, Simone Smith of East Maitland and Kathleen Wilton of East Maitland as well. In Queensland, the men, Brett Sellars from Cylinder Lake, Clive Williams, Bunaroo Sandy Straits, Damien Delgado, Club Tweed, Tony Bonnell, Club Robina, and Wesley Brown, Club Pine Rivers. And the women, Cheryl Linfield of Mount Gravatt, Caitlin Smith of Edge Hill Cairns, Louise Hoskins of South Johnston, Serena Bonnell of Club Tweed, and Trish Spicer of Marlin Coast. Nice start for Michael Vassallo. He's ended up with a shot just a little bit on the short side. And a nice correction with his second bowl from Brett Sellars. And Michael Vassallo, he's going to change his hand, his own bowl, ever so slightly in his path. Just looking to arrive down on that backhand side, slightly wide in the line. So Tony Bonnell, his first delivery in Queensland at New South Wales Para Test Series. Just going to come in behind, not a bad home. Now on the mat, legendary Anthony Brown of West Dubbo. Been around bowls a long time, does a fantastic job as the bowls organiser at Club Dubbo, the home of the West Dubbo Roos. Just a reminder, we will be bringing you some matches in 2 weeks' time from the City of Dubbo International Fours that Anthony is organising. And I believe there might be a late pull out there, opportunity to get your team in. Obviously, don't try and ring him today. Send Anthony an email. He'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Check out the Club Dubbo website. Well, good home again from Tony Bonnell, just in behind. Anthony will be looking to arrive up on that backhand side. Pace just taken off this green this morning. Good shower of rain overnight. And Anthony has chipped that jack. Got the first one. Get that replay there for Anthony. Trails the jack. One to the Blues. Aaron Kelly, just a little drop of the head there. Great starter from Damien Delgado. Aaron knew he was just that fraction wide. It was a great effort though. And Damien's second effort. Damien, probably one of the best known para bowlers in Australia. Frequent representative of Australia, and with bowls like that, that's why. Very good effort from Damien. Aaron Kelly now, he's got a nice little shelf there to come in on that backhand side though. Slightly tighter line. Anthony Brown's willing this one down. Wants the inside run. Very close. Gets a couple of claps and applause. Has he done it? Blues claim one. See that one on replay. Anthony Brown delighted with that result. Michael Vassallo gets us underway with end number 2, 15 to be played. Maximum 2 hours per test, and we do have 3 sessions today for your viewing pleasure. We play the first test out completely, and then this afternoon we'll play the first session of the second test. Michael just a couple of yards short with that one. Not really expecting any more rain today. Slightly overcast conditions. Green was looking in great speed yesterday. Nice even pace for the players. Just that little bit of shower overnight, taking that finish off. Vassallo looking for a couple of yards on his previous. Anthony Brown just asking Aaron Kelly what to play. A couple of shortish bowls on the way in. Looks to be a decent line from Anthony. Wants this to get right down to the jack. He's going to get a little piece of it and carry on. That's not too bad at all. Tony Bonnell, his first of the second end. He's going to play the backhand, just looking to get on either side of his teammates' bowls, slightly underneath is not too bad. Just going to fade underneath and turn a little too far for shot. Another good second though. Anthony Brown probably wants to come, you see Aaron Kelly just indicating to play down to the last Queensland bowl. Just looking him to get to play to that one. And pretty good effort from Anthony. Tony Bonnell, his second effort. Backhand. Can come around the Queensland bowls just to sit the Blues bowl in behind. Just going to run past that one. Very good effort. Good home. Now own the tee, although I'm not sure there'll be any big attacking shots for that jack at the moment. Just a big thank you to Cabra Bowls for their wonderful support of this event. You'll notice a few of the Cabra members around helping out the players. A few of the players with mobility issues, of course, does speed the game up if there's someone there to help kick bowls back and pick them up for the players. So Cabra members have come out in force to help out there. Aaron just looking to arrive down on that backhand side. He's just going to crash into Michael Vassallo's bowl. A little bit of a convoluted path in for both teams. Damien Delgado played a couple of really good bowls last end. On a great track here. Just got the feather, but has sat that bowl through just what he wanted to do. Well, I think he's made a few. Very good effort from Damien. Aaron Kelly, his second bowl, needs to find a path probably 3 down. I think that's not too bad a line. Just wants to beat the front bowl. It's just going to fade underneath. Great weight. Might still be 3 down. No, chance for Damien to draw another and get the Queenslanders off to a great start after 2 ends. Well, just needs to get inside Aaron Kelly's last bowl. Just going to crash on the short one. Don't know if he's got down enough to count there. Brownie takes out 2. I'll have a look at another couple there. And we see the volunteers here. The camera member's going to come in and pop the measure on for them. Well, the front one must have been out of the count, so it's the third one they're looking for. We will have our rolling scoreboard updated in a couple of ends once there's a few scores on the board there. Three shots to Queensland. I'm not biased. Boo. But those 3 shots, courtesy of this fantastic Damien Delgado bowl. You can see the Blues bowl just in behind Jack high on that side of the green. He's got the perfect weight to just skirt his own bowl, get the turn. So a fantastic start for Queensland. They lead 3-1 after 2 ends. And yes, that is Michael Vassallo now on the mat, delivering the jack. The Queenslanders probably looking for a little bit of length to the end. Have just popped it on the beach. So the Blues get to choose the length, and they've gone, well, not quite as long. They're a couple of metres off. Matt's up a bit. Michael Vassallo on the mat. Queensland opening effort. It's had a shot. It's right back towards the back of the rink, the opening bowl from Brett Sellars. Be looking for a good 2.5, 3 metre, or 4 metres correction. So not quite 2 metres past the jack, or past the tee. Jack's a good metre and so short of that as well. Michael Vassallo, good yard on his first needed. Looks to be a pretty good correction here from Michael. Yep, that one's the shot. Well played. Tony Bonnell. A little bit on the tight side, this one. Under the line required. Ideally, Anthony Brown would like to get in behind this jack. Well, it's a good miss to come through. Good home. Just a bit tight, a little bit long. Ends up okay. And Tony Bonnell, well, he's given it a little bit more grass. If he's got the attacking weight, it's okay though. He's just going to turn that bowl up. So Michael Vassallo still shot. Anthony will stick with the forehand. You can see Aaron Kelly calling him to draw to that back bowl. A little on the tight side as well here. Weight's not too bad. I think it'll just fade out. It'll be third shot. Aaron was hoping that Anthony would draw in and stay about here. And let's try that again. Just hoping he'd draw in and stay about there. Dino from our team on his way out to get you some scores, so we'll have some rolling scores coming through on our secondary scoreboard very soon. Big shout out to everyone watching on. I know there'll be plenty of people in Tamworth and Willow Tree cheering on Aaron Kelly, but Damien Delgado keeps coming up with those sort of bowls. What a cracker. 2 shots to Queensland. So Aaron, he'll follow him down. He can get the split. Can get a little winner off his own bowl on the way in. Looking to just arrive here. Underneath that's ideal, but a couple of rolls is decent. Yep, good home with that one. Good result. Might force Damien over on the other side of the green. Has done that. He lines up for a backhand draw. Gets that bowl away very well, does Damien. Been very consistent so far in this match. Very good starter. Well, there's a chance here. Aaron Kelly can go big. Can get all of those bowls to make a decent count. Don't forget, if he gets 3 and the jack comes back to the tee, so wants some contact to get all of them. Well, he's maybe got shot with that. Anthony Brown signals 1. It's conceded, so great conversion from Aaron Kelly. 3-2. Keeping it nice and tight. Damien Delgado, he started the match on fire. He played a couple of bombs on the first end. Played the great sit on the second, and then his 2 bowls on that end were very good as well. Aaron Kelly, big conversion there though. See the weighted shot from Aaron Kelly. Looking for the contact. Would have hoped for all 3, but would settle for that one nicely to get the 2 shots, or to get the shot. 2 shot bowls replaced by his own. Michael Vassallo. Yeah, pretty good starter from Michael. Brett Sellars. Started last end with a good few metres over. Going to finish behind again. That's not too bad of a start from a lead though. Much prefer you to be a yard or 2 past than fall short. Good thing there, he nearly covered the tee. Michael Vassallo. Delivers well inside the centre line. Nice tight line down to that jack. Looks to be pretty good weight as well. Yeah, good 2 openings bowls for this end for Michael. Leads really do set the tone. Well, that's a good correction from Brett Sellars. You see the call there from Aaron Kelly to Anthony Brown. Play up on that forehand side. In behind to be good. Sit that bowl is fantastic. Be happy just to get one in that area. And this one's very close. Great bowl, Anthony. Sits the bowl, makes three. Oh, we've seen a good contest now. Tony Bonnell, this looks dangerous. Damien Delgado's willing it down. It just slides past the jack. Fantastic effort. One spelled a lot of danger for the Blues. Jack clean would have been 3 down. I think Anthony Brown now be trying to draw just around his own. Try and split those 3 up. Even cover the tee. Oh, it looks a tight line. Won't mind sitting his own. Plopping in behind the jack. That's actually a fantastic result from Anthony Brown. Covered it up. Took away the trail. Made that little shot that bit much difficult for Tony Bonnell. Can still play to reach. Sit one of those 2 bowls. Even a contact on the jack is good. But it's not as big a target. He's just going to sneak around, prop in behind Anthony's last bowl. But we'll have a look at that second bowl from Anthony Brown again. Ideally, he wanted to get in behind. About now might have been thinking, oh, am I a bit quick? Gets his own. It just turns around in between the 3 Queensland bowls and then stops on the centre line. Just covered it up brilliantly. Maybe a little bit of good fortune, but when you're got around about the right weight and the right grass, you give yourself the chance to get that bit of good luck. I don't mind this from Anthony coaching along the way. Aaron just saying maybe about there would be a good idea. Somewhere in that area. Cover up the chance for the trail. Aaron Kelly wants this to run about a yard past the jack. Well, he's going to draw another one. Maybe. Well, Damien Delgado's been on fire. He's under a bit of pressure now. He's got to convert for his team. 2 or 3 down, at least. And he's just got a yard of weight. Didn't mind the weight if he had a nice tight line, but just held out on him. So, Aaron Kelly looks like he's going to try and draw backhand now. No, it's just a fooled me with the sticker on the bowl. He wants to get back to about Damien Delgado's last bowl. Just cover that up. Even turn his own in a little bit. Well, I'd say that's a pretty good result. That one will only count. Potential good count here for the Blues. Just one thing standing in the way of that counts, Damien Delgado, who's been on fire so far. He's going to play the other side of the green now. A little bit of tacking. There's a result, but he's just going to be underneath, and he's got his closest bowl as well. That's a full count. Well, I think that's the whole lot. I know. I'm counting a Queensland bowl. I'm just too excited. There's a handful or 4. Just trying to tell. Might have to get scoreboard man extraordinaire Dino just to have a look and see what goes on the board there. I think it was 5, but We might pop a 4 on there just to fill the board. So it was 4 shots. Blues leading 6-3 after 4 ends. Fantastic 4th end from the Blues. Picked up that count of 4. And Michael Vassallo, take a bow. That's a great starter. Brett Sellars. Oh, Michael's left that bowl just about jack high, so very good start. Invitation to play a shot, and he's just succumbed to that temptation to play a little bit tight. A little bit short as well. So Michael Vassallo, you look for just to add a little bit of weight onto his previous bowl. Love to just tuck that jack round the corner. Doesn't really want to take more grass. Doesn't want to frame it up. Be happy to trail this jack. Or yeah, that's not too bad an option either. Just blocks it a little bit. Brett Sellars looking for a yard of weight. A little bit more grass as well. Still has a fairly tight line. You can see Damien Delgado with the left arm out, willing it to hang and run on now. Anthony Brown, he'll follow Michael down. Wants ever so slightly tight line. Just want to hide this jack away. Brownie's giving it a good shake. Just gets the run off. Oh, falling out. Unlucky, it's framed it up. So chance here for Tony Bonnell just to play good, confident push through the head. There's 3 bowls there to chunk onto. Oh, and he's going to chunk onto the outside of Michael Vassallo's. This widens that target a bit. Anthony Brown, I think he probably needs to play backhand. Beat Queensland to the shot. Yeah, and that's exactly what Aaron Kelly's saying. Just come in through there, jack to there, make 4, but it'll hide that jack away and take away that shot. Well, Brownie, he's given it a little too much grass for that shot. Wants the inside of that one. A little unlucky. Chance again now for Tony Bonnell to play pretty much exactly the same shot that Anthony Brown was attempting. Wants a nice tight line down to those bowls. And it's going to hang wide too. It's going to be just inside his previous. Oh, I think now Aaron Kelly, he probably wants to look in there. Just get that bowl over once. Even get the split there. You roll that one onto the jack, just hide it away. But the Blues holding probably 3 shots with those 3 bowls. Damien's shot. Nothing for short here for Damien, and he's just going to try and poke it through that hole. Oh, he might have fallen into that wide trap as well. He's going to hit on the Queensland bowls. I think Aaron's better off now, yeah, and Anthony agrees with me. Come around the outside, get something at the back. Just cover those up. If he's good enough to play it, well, he's going to get it, but he's only going to get 1 unless he plays perfect weight if you cover the back. So Blues own the back of the rink. Respots there, so Damien can still play down through that gap, get a trail 3 feet to make 3 shots. We've seen the Queenslanders trying on this hand be wide all along, and Damien's no exception here. He's going to hit in. I think that's still 3 shots to the Blues. It was great wait for that shot, but just didn't come back. And yep, Anthony Brown signals 3, so they go out to a 9 shots to 3 lead. Well, what a start for the KENO New South Wales Blues in this inaugural test against Queensland. 9 shots to 3 up after 5 of our 15 ends. But beware of Damien Delgado. He might have dropped a few there, but he's been very close with those bowls. Still playing really good bowls, but up front, the Blues were just fired. Aaron Kelly, he's played a couple of bombs as well, so hopefully they'll keep it up for this entire game. We're in for a real treat. Michael Vassallo, nice tight line on that clubhouse side of the green. Do sometimes find that it does hold a little bit more on that side of the green. The shadow of a morning holds a little more moisture in that side than the other. I think by the time we get to our 3rd test this afternoon, though, that sun keeps out, we'll pick up quite a bit of pace. Benny and Jaden, the greenkeepers here, have done a fantastic job on these greens, always in magnificent condition. No exception today. Michael Vassallo, really tight line. He does deliver from quite a way over on the inside of that line. Well, it counts at the moment. Cut across by good 2 feet or more. And Brett Sellars just looks to be going a little early, and it's going to go underneath as well. Fantastic weight from Brett on that one. Just turned a bit more than he expected. Anthony Brown just wants to hold around Michael's bowl. It's done that. Fantastic bowl, Brownie. Tony Bonnell. Going to try that backhand side just under the line. Marginally under the weight as well. Anthony Brown can still draw underneath that. They may decide to change just for a bit of a safety, but yep, going to switch over. The Queensland bowl just in front of Jack High at that side. No, he's going to stick with his forehand side. Don't mind that. There's plenty of room to come underneath that last bowl. Into a good home from Anthony. Oh, Tony's just left that one a little short as well. We see Anthony Brown's draw shot just underneath Michael Vassallo's. That one's the shot at the moment. And the Blues holding probably a couple. And they've got another couple just in behind, so chance here for Aaron Kelly just to draw down to those 2 shot bowls. He just gets a little noodle on the jack. he can bring another couple in at the back, so he's got plenty of protection. Ideally, just get another one in that head, cover it up, and not create a target for Damien Delgado. I'll just have to give a bit more height to that camera shot. Aaron a fair bit taller than our other players. Decent line from Aaron. Just going to slide past. Good home. Damien. Giving this one nice width. Very good bowl from Damien Delgado. Draws the shot. Brilliant bowl. Aaron Kelly probably needs to play a little bit of positivity towards this now. Looking to just push that bowl through. Very close, just going to get the front one, and our Queenslanders forgot that there's a camera there, but Aaron's hit the Blues bowl in front, straight out draw for Damien now, just needs to play exactly the same bowl as his previous. And he's going to go pretty close to getting a second. It's one for sure. I'll have a look at the others. Oh, couldn't quite see that signal. Just want to check to see if that was the one. So 9-4 after 6 of 15 ends here in our triples. First test, session 1 of our very first ever New South Wales Blues Queensland Parrot Test Series. Decent start from Brett Sellars. Michael Vassallo. A wayward start from Michael. He's had a couple of short openers, but last few ends he's been really good. Brett Sellars, just a little bit of weight off his previous, and his grass line, he slightly overcorrected the weight. Grass line is the same. Michael Vassallo gets shot with a good metre and a bit on his previous effort. Not quite there for Michael. So Tony Bonnell just looking to draw up through Brett Sellars' bowl. Ideally just going to miss it and run down to the jack. Going to get a little push on it, make it a bit closer. Anthony Brown just needs to get through Michael Vassallo's bowls. Probably not really close enough to try and turn him up. You just find that hole and draw inside the closest Queensland bowl. He's got the feather and come in beautifully. So a little bit of luck for Anthony Brown, but he's got the shot. Well, Tony Bonnell, he can play to try and sit that bowl now. Two Queensland bowls. Well, he's just going to try and find the hole, take the place. He's going to get a big solid chunk of it rather than a rub. So Queensland bowl right on the centre line. I think Anthony now needs to draw around Michael's short bowl. Try and draw just where Aaron Kelly's got his foot. I'm sure Aaron's just given that a little bit extra width just to show him where to go. Try and get him to take that extra grass, knowing that there's plenty of players played just under the line here at the moment. And Anthony's under the line, doesn't want that flush. No real damage done though. So 1 to New South Wales with that bowl there. That one's the Blues shot bowl. Problem is, Queensland have got the next 3. So that Blues bowl is looking a little vulnerable. Damien Delgado, depending on what he wants to play, there isn't a little port through there to try and get rid of it. I think that's what he's trying to do. Don't think that's going to quite come back quickly enough. Just got the edge and run through, but that's now 4 second shots for Queensland, and you can see the indication there from Anthony Brown. That last Damien Delgado bowl, good guide. You can just get inside that, you'll be 2. I'd say he'd be happy to get third shot behind that last one as well. So really wants to just get around that Michael Vassallo bowl there. He's underneath. Well, hasn't made Damien's shot any easier, but that port still just there. Not sure it's easy to get through. He's going for it. Could also try and punch the Queensland bowl onto it. Little cannon. He's not going to quite get through. I think that's what he was trying to do, is punch that bowl onto there. Try and take its place. Now it's a draw shot for Aaron Kelly. And a little bit timid there from Aaron, but not too bad. That's 1 more to the Blues. They go out to a 10-4 lead. We've played 7 of 15 ends. Similar length again from the Blues. Michael Vassallo, get us underway. Once again, playing that clubhouse side coming this way. Once again, he's just got a slightly tight line. He's hanging on there, though. Don't think you mind just cutting the head that little bit if you're going to keep putting him very close. Sellars Oh, Brett's just going to run past. Michael Vassallo. Just looking for a little bit of weight on his previous bowl. Wouldn't mind just a little run and stun. That's two reasonable bowls from Michael. Still a little bit of room there for Brett. Oh, this is a good line from Brett. Just wants to pull up. That will. Great bowl, Brett Sellars. That one draws shot. There's a chance now for Anthony Brown. Yep, and that's what Aaron says. Play the backhand side. You can get a winner off Michael's outside bowl, or you can just turn into that shot. Nice confident draw to it. Ideally a drawing shot, but if you're a little bit quick, you can just sit the bowl. Gets a little run, and I think that's done him favours. Tony Bonnell, forehand draw. Just come around Michael Vassallo's bowl. You can get a touch on that jack and make two. Just want this to run in nicely. Just going to run out of steam. Great effort though from Tony Bonnell. Queensland got the 2 seconds now. Very importantly. Anthony Brown will play that similar bowl again. Can turn his own. Really wants to get another one in his head. It's big contact on his own. Yeah, it's not done any damage, but might have just opened that hole up for the Queenslanders. They can now play through that hole. They've got their own to turn, or just a little come inside to trail the jack. Tony can afford that light, slightly tight line. The beauty there is too, if you're just under, you get a feather on Michael or Anthony's bowl. Doesn't need it. What a bowl. Tony Bonnell, take a bow. 2 shots. And Tony, exactly where we demonstrated the hole was, finds it, just skims past his own bowl, trails the jack back to make a couple. Blues leading 10-4, Queensland holding 2, and no easy path in here for Aaron Kelly. He's going to try and just get through this head down to that jack somehow. He's going to play the backhand. Queensland bowl on the centre path there. Wants to skirt it and come down to the jack. And played it pretty well. Just gets the rub. Still a couple down. Great effort. Well, I think Damien Delgado is going to stay away from this. Don't take any risks. Get the 2. Get back within 4 shots with just under half the game remaining. Yeah, it does take that wide line. Good position too. If Aaron Kelly decides to try and get into this head with some weight, the jack could spit out there. Aaron, if he can get a roll or 2 out of his own bowl, wants this to turn. Anthony's just knew it wasn't going to quite get there. Might have cut one out though. It's not a bad effort at all. There's a chance here for Damien to just give a little drag on this jack. He's got a couple of catches. He could make a count of 4 with a trail. Pretty close. Well, Damien Delgado, what a cracking bowl. It's the 2 for sure. Might not have taken it far enough for the 4 though. Anthony's going to get our measurer in. So I'll measure the closest blues bowl and go against the other two. Might have wanted just a little more sideways on it. 2 so far. Going to check the front ones. It was 3. So great effort from Damien Delgado. Oh, and I've just pressed the wrong button. We can fix that. $10-7. 8 ends out of 15 played. The Blues looked like they were getting a nice little lead on. Damien Delgado converts Tony Bonnell's earlier good work. Seven ends scheduled to be remaining. We've been live for just over an hour, so we haven't quite played an hour. So more than halfway through with less than half the time gone. Good chance to get through our entire allocation of ends. Sellars looking for an extra yard or 2. He's in behind, not too bad. Michael Vassallo, he'd be looking for a good 2 metres on this. Opening effort just a bit on the short side. Well, just got to miss that Queensland bowl and he'll be close to shot. He's done that. Tony Bonnell. I think this one's short of running, so still one to Michael Vassallo. Anthony Brown looking to add to Michael's count. Just wants this to keep running. Might have snuck in for a second. Tony Bonnell looks to have better weight on this one. If he grabs the jack, and he has, made a good count of 2. You see the call from Aaron Kelly, forehand down to that bowl. We're very close to T length now, and Anthony's just not quite sent that one, so 2 to Queensland as we cross over for the skippers to play their bowls. Damien Delgado will get first use of the mat for the skippers here. Queensland leading 10-7 after 8. Got 7 ends left to play and a little bit over an hour to go, so we are on track to get everything finished. Damien's in that pack as well, so Aaron Kelly. Just give this a big chance to get down to those bowls. Queensland at the moment holding enough shots to get within 1. Knowing that Damien Delgado is very likely to add another. Aaron wants this one in there. He's tight and short as well. Damien has got a good metre and a half to add a third shot. Potentially bring Queensland back to evens on this clash. Well, he didn't look entirely happy with that one out of the hand. Just going to crash on the short one. Don't know if it's done enough. He could be holding quite a few here. Pack a long way away. Anthony Brown just indicating Jack high. Just wants third shot. Maintain the lead. Aaron, if he can get back to the tee. Wow, he just didn't come back enough. 2 for sure. We'll have a look at anything more. Might need a long measure on this. So long enough measure, we're going to need 2 people. Well, it looks like Aaron did just enough to cut it back to 2. Yep, 2 shots to Queensland. So just 1 shot difference now. And I'd say the Queenslanders, they will keep the mat back and go long again. They got the best of that longer length end, so I'll be rolling T to T. Oh, dear me. Let's correct our scoreboard again. Be 10 shots to 9. I just pushed the wrong button again. Apologies. Decent start from Brett Sellars, probably a metre or so short. Vassallo really wants to nail this first bowl, get his team off to a good start. Their lead, they looked pretty healthy, and Queensland's really fought back. Just one shot in this triples clash in the first session of the first test. New South Wales versus Queensland Para Test Series. First time ever this series has been played, so both sides keen to get a good start. Good correction from Brett Sellars. Vassallo just looking for a little bit of weight on his previous. He can get down to that last Brett Sellars bowl, though. Can also just get a little chunk on his own and turn it up closer. Pretty well pointed from Michael, though. Wants this to just to turn a little quicker and get that one flush. Got it nicely, made a couple. We do have triples and pairs in this session. Reminder, 3 sessions today. The first 2 sessions of Test 1. This afternoon, or sorry, not this afternoon, this morning still, 11:45 a.m, Session 2. We'll have 2 pairs and a singles on the green this afternoon. We are bringing you one of the ladies' pairs this afternoon. And then 2:30 this 11:45. We'll be bringing you the ladies from then. And then this afternoon, 2:30, we'll be back to the men. I'll swap back to this side of the green. Similar times tomorrow, 8:45, 11:45, 2:30. A little bit of wet weather predicted around Cabramatta tomorrow. Not sure which green we'll be on. If it's a bit dampish, we might be on the artificial covered green tomorrow, so we'll definitely be bringing you the action, whether it's from the wonderful Tiff Dwarf grass green here up the top of Cabramatta or from the middle covered green. Will yet to be seen. Nice bowl from Anthony Brown, just turns that one a bit closer. Blues holding 3, so Damien Delgado once again under a little bit of pressure, but so far we've seen he's been able to answer that call. Damien, I think he'll be just looking to draw in here, get shot. He's on a fantastic line for exactly that draw. Oh, fantastic bowl, Damien Delgado. Absolute rack on the jack. Absolute cracker. And that's the reason he keeps getting selected to represent Australia in the para disciplines. Aaron Kelly just under the line. Wanted a little bit of contact on that shot bowl. Well, Damien, he switched hands, wants to just get inside that one. He's going to get the outside. don't know if he's pushed that in enough. I don't think so. Aaron Kelly, he just wants a little bit of contact on the shot bowl. Just give that jack a little bit of a squirt back towards his own. This one he's slightly overcorrected the grass. Very precise line he needed. That's 1 to Queensland. I'll go to 10 all. Now I have pressed the right button there and that's not. Just a little bit on the arrow and short side from Brett Sellars, the opening effort. On the Blues, they look to be in a great position just a few ends ago, and Queensland's really fought back into this contest. Ten all. 10 ends played. We've got 5 ends remaining. Brett Sellars just in behind with that one. It'll be shot. Vassallo, he'll be confident to be able to draw to beat that though. Just a fraction of grass on his previous, and he's just falling short at the moment on these longer length ends. Anthony Brown just wants to beat that bowl, wants to come around it, and he's just skirted it nicely. Fantastic bowl, Anthony Brown, just in front of the jack. And Tony Bonnell, he's going to come underneath that one, so he's needed a little bit more weight to hold him up. Not a bad effort. Aaron wants Anthony just to add 50, 60 centimetres on his previous bowl. Come around and just cover that back. Any contact on that shot bowl to push the jack back. And Anthony has delivered on that. Good home. That bowl of Anthony's good enough to mean that we should see it again. Played it very well, did Anthony Brown. Damien Delgado played a couple of bombs in the last few ends. Need one here if he wants to get his team in front. We're down 10-4, caught back to 10 all. And he is going pretty quick at it. Just going to, well, he's got the gate and got nothing. Wow. Well, his intent was there. Aaron Kelly, do you cover the tee or do you just try and get another shot in there? Try and take any value out of removing Anthony Brown's bowl. Jack's probably going to go if you get it. That one's close to best backward as well, so might be 2 for the Blues if he gets that cleaned through. And he is going again. Closer this time. Oh, and the Jack bounces around. Maybe 2 to Queensland. Plenty of room there for Aaron to draw a shot. A little bounce. Oh, he's got Anthony Brown's interest, and that'll do for shot. 1 to the Blues. Oh, Matt's coming up the green a little bit. The Blues have just struggled a little bit on the longer length. So they'll do well just to shorten it up a touch. 4 ends to go. 1 shot the difference. Well, he's rolled it a bit longer than I expected, but Michael Vassallo, big thing is to now drop one right near this Jack. It's not too bad a starter. A little bit tight, a little bit short, but probably not quite in the counting region on the end so far, but might have been 4th shot a few times. Brett Sellars. Both teams really want to get this end. 11-10, the Blues just need to push their advantage a little further out, and the Queenslanders, they want to keep the Blues well and truly within touch. They could go, well, even or in front with a victory on this end. Vassallo in behind, not too bad at home. Brett Sellars, not a lot of correction needed. Maybe just another 30 centimetres of weight or so. Happy to come across the head here a little too. Just does want to frame it up. Well, it's blocked it a little. That path's still there on that forehand side for Anthony Brown. Just come around that last Brett Sellars bowl, draw the shot. Nicely played. Oh, may well have got there. Tony Bonnell, he'll want to reach that last bowl of Anthony Brown's. Can turn that confirmed 3. That's not a bad if it's just going to be a fraction short. And yep, Aaron Kelly says they're holding 1. Really need another one in there. Here's Jack High, get inside that. Anthony Brown continue on that forehand side. Drew shot with his last. Ideally, 10 centimetres less weight. That's all. He won't mind that at all. Great bowl, Anthony Brown. Makes it 2. Queenslanders won't mind that though. They'll try and reach to that last Anthony Brown bowl. Plenty of chances on that hand. They can turn up their own bowls or they can just sit that one through. Little contact. Oh, he's got the edge and just turned it sideways. Aaron Kelly wants to find that port. Nice little draw into that hand. Ideally, you're just going to trail that jack back to there. That'll bring all those ones into being the best shots. Worst thing you can do is sit one here, because that opens up the path for Damien Delgado to come through that gap, try and get some contact. Aaron Kelly, he's continuing down that side of the green, wants to come inside the jack high bowl. Ideally, going to be a slightly narrow line and get that trail. Does not want the outside of that one. Well, he's just set it up and it's fallen back, so no damage at all. But Damien Delgado, he'll play a little bit positive here. Quite a few chances. And he's away. Tight line. A little bit of weight. Got his own bowls to roll up. And gets the split and runs through. Oh, that one might be shot. Let's see what Anthony Brown says. I don't know if he said they were shot or not. Aaron Kelly, good line. Wants inside that bowl. Does not want to turn it up. Oh, I think that one is shot for sure now. Well, this could be Queensland in front. Well, Damien Delgado, you take this opportunity. You play, wait through the gap to try and move the Blues bowls. I think you do. You try and take your opportunity. You can clear those two bowls back a yard. You've got a 5, possibly your own to make 6. He gets this one. It's just about lights out, and he's close. Oh, he's got the back one. Very good effort. It's going to be a tape. So he got that bowl of Anthony Brown's at the front clear. He'd probably stayed nearly with that weight if he got it flush. But even if he didn't, he moved those two. It would have been close to 5 shots to Queensland. That would have been a disaster. As it is, it's a measure for shot. Could be. I thought that one was shot when it rolled up, but well, that looks like it passed inside without touching. Well, 1 to Queensland, that looks like. Oh, I've found out why I'm not. I don't think that's working, because every time I touch the scoreboard, it's adding shots to New South Wales, which would be a good thing, unless we're, but we're trying to be accurate. So our scoreboard's biased, only wants to give Blues the shots, which is a good thing. We'll do a little reload in between tests and see how we go. We're saying 13-11. That's not right. It is actually 11 all. After 12 ends. So a reminder, we're due to start our second session of the first test at 11:45. 10:45. 11:15. Well, we'll just keep going around in circles. We started at 8:45, which should give us a 10:45 finish. Yeah, 11:15. I've been given some bum information. That's all right. But it is 11:15 for the second session of the first test. And our live stream match for the 11:15 match is the women's pairs, Kathleen Wilton and Carolyn Nelson. They're taking on Louise Hoskins and Cheryl Linfield. And at 2:30 this afternoon, if you're an Anthony Brown fan, you're in for a treat again. Anthony and Ryan Wood are taking on Brett Sellars and Damien Delgado. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have the women's triples on. Kathleen Wilton, Simone Smith, Christine Constable taking on Louise Hoskins, Caitlin Smith, Cheryl Linfield. And then 11:15 tomorrow, we get Aaron again with Jimmy Reynolds. The hot pair, they're taking on Clive Williams and Tony Bonnell. And then tomorrow afternoon, we finish up with the women's pairs, Gail Schultz, Carolyn Nelson, taking on Caitlin Smith and Cheryl Linfield. Keep up to date with all the action. The scores are going on to BowlsLink on the Bowls New South Wales BowlsLink page. Results.bowlslink.com.au, click New South Wales, choose the Para Test Series, you can choose the men or the women. We'll also be featuring some nice little articles on our socials, on Facebook, and all the ones that I don't use. Our fantastic comms team's working on that as we speak. Anthony Brown, at least one down. Just play a little bit of reaching here. Short bowl would be horribly in the road on the mat. I think it's just forced Anthony to go a little bit wide. He'd be close to second shot with that one. 3 ends to go, all square. Well, Damien Delgado looking to add to the count here. Whichever team scores on this end will have that confidence going into the last couple. But, either team really wants to minimise what the opposition scores. If they can't get shot, keep it to 1. Damien's going to make that at least 2 to Queensland at the moment. I wonder whether Aaron Kelly might be tempted to play a slightly tight line under the short bowl. To reach, get a little sit on either one of the Queensland's closest bowls. Wants this to really start to turn now. It's on a good line. Very well bowled, Aaron Kelly. That one's the shot. Hand in the air from Anthony Brown, and why not? Done your team proud there, Aaron. Oh, Damien, is he going to draw or are you going to try and get rid of that one? Looks like he's going to play a little bit of weight. Try and play inside out. Just cut the line deliberately. Get rid of that shot bowl. Hanging on. I think he might have the jack. Oh, he's got the bowl brilliantly. Well played. Damien Delgado. Well, can Aaron Kelly come up with another reply? Do we need 3 in a row? Or are we going to get 3 in a row? We need it. From a Blues perspective, at least. Oh, looks just a fraction wider. What's this to keep running in? He's not got the weight, so it's a good count here for Queensland. At least 2. Maybe even 3. Oh, they didn't really signal how many it was, unfortunately. Well, it was at least 2 Queensland. Put 2 on. See if the players have updated the scoreboard. 2 ends to go. Well, it was 3. That's a big score at this stage of the game. So the correct score is 14 shots to 11. I know it's a bit of a cliched statement, but must-win end for the Blues. They led 10-4. Since then, Queensland have outscored them 10-1. Damien Delgado's played some absolute screamers to convert heads. It's been a very good game. Blues really need to score this end to minimise the work required on that last end. Some close encounters in the other disciplines as well. See those scores coming through below. Blues got the pairs. The lead in the pairs. Queensland leads the women's pairs. The Blues lead the women's triples, so it's a good start. Nice and tight. Maroons holding here at the moment. Tony Bonnell looking to try and add to that pain for the Blues. Doesn't quite send that one enough. Anthony Brown, couple down, wants to really draw in. Fair bit of room on that backhand side for him. A lot of players have been playing the other side of the green, coming this way, so just got to throw it out there, give it a chance. And he's, well, maybe got shot. Although I think Damien just put one finger up. Tony Bonnell looks a better line. Going to be pretty close to being the shot with this one. Yeah, very well played. Taking any guesswork out of that, Queensland definitely holding at least one. So Anthony Brown going to come following that last Tony Bonnell bowl before the skippers come to play. Wants this to turn right to that bowl. It's just going to run through. Well, Aaron Kelly under a bit of pressure now. Team 3 shots behind, 2 to play. Down on this head, probably not the best of the position. He's got a couple of short bowls, doesn't help, 2 past. Closest Blues bowl, just short near the centre line. Do think Queensland could be holding 2 here. Damien Delgado, I think he'll just try and draw another. One will count. Well, Aaron might be tempted here to just pull the trigger, play a little bit of a reaching shot through those bowls, trail the jack back to the back. Could make 3. Has to reach, no matter what. Wants the inside run. Oh, very close. I think he's cut it back to 1 shot. Still Queensland holding. Not the greatest position for the Blues either. I think the best bet for Damien Delgado would be actually try and get the best back under the rink number. Rather than try and muck around with that head. He's got 3 out of the first 4. You're not going to get any damage there. But if Aaron Kelly gets a little result and pops that jack back under the rink number, he could be 2 or 3 down. Very close to drawing second shot with that one. Aaron might be time to rip the band-aid. Absolutely go for this. You get the plant on your own and it stays your shot. But you come underneath and you rip that jack into the pit and follow it, you get 3. And have a look. 1 in to go after this one. 3 behind. Down 1 or 2 on the head. 6 bowls available. You'd need all 6 to score if you drop a 2 here. And honestly, that's probably 1 step too far. Big weight down there. That jack goes back to the pit. You could get 2 or 3. The other option is hit that one dead square. You get that one through. Yours may stay. You may also get a little bit of action on these. Even if you get it slightly off centre and that one pumps through to there, you're probably going to get rid of a couple and you've got a chance for a result. So big weight down here. You're trying to get a full flush onto that one there or miss and get that jack through to the ditch. Two Blues bowls but the back of the rink. That one's the shot. So Aaron Kelly, last bowl of end 14. He is lining up on the backhand side. Wants the jack through to the ditch. Got it! Oh, he's got rid of one of his own, but his own bowl followed through. 2 shots to the Blues, I think that is. That's the toucher in the ditch. And that one. Oh, I think that'll be 2. Oh, I'm sure that was 2. So last end, Blues trail by 1. Oh, great ball, Aaron Kelly. I haven't updated the scoreboard yet for me to check. Aaron's just going up to do that now. Well, forgive Damien for not updating the scoreboard because it's very hard for him to reach. You've got to get up over the bank, of course. Great start from Michael Vassallo. One shot in it, last end. Good start from Brett Sellars, and of course we're all square on this end because of this fantastic effort from Aaron Kelly. Played the best option to go backhand, big weight, came through, got the jack right through the ditch. Unfortunately for him, he got his own bowl as well, but made a couple to get him back within one shot, playing the last end, so huge result. Michael Vassallo, fantastic weight with both just under the line. Brett Sellars has got shot. The bad news for the Blues though, Damien Delgado gets last bowl at this head. Yeah, good effort from Brett Sellars, just a little bit shy though. Anthony Brown will stick out on that forehand side. He'll try and draw down to the jack. Little touch would be okay. Yeah, pretty well pointed from Anthony. Wants this to sit and stay. Oh, and he's found the hole. Great home. Just a little unlucky to find that port, but yeah, big danger there, says Damien Delgado. Let's get one through that gap. Can turn their own up, or a little trail of the jack. Got a little bit extra weight, you're going to finish back in a good home as well. And Tony Bonnell's just going to pull up a little bit short. So Anthony Brown, don't change too much here, mate. You just got to slightly narrow a line. You could trail this for 4. Down on a very similar line to his last. Just wants this to hold on a bit longer. Just hasn't quite got the weight this time, and pull up a little on the short side. Oh, I don't think he's changed the Queensland shot. I think they still need to play up and underneath that one. A little bit of reach, turn your own, just trail that Jacko over the other side. Don't want to be too tight and slice it though. Come past and smack into those is okay as well, and that's going to be fantastic home from Tony Bonnell. Hasn't completely shut off the shot for Aaron Kelly though. Aaron's still got the opportunity to play down this hand. Well, let's change our indicator here. Down on this hand. Just trail that jack back to there, even across to there. That one's against him, so he wants to get that jack back to even there. Sit that bowl's okay. Aaron's playing on that side of the grass. If you can get that shot bowl, would be ideal. Even a draw. He's drawn the shot. Great bowl, Aaron Kelly. Fantastic effort. One of the Blues. And Damien will follow him down. Damien can set his bowl or just draw inside. This one looks not quite there though. That's a rare miss from Damien Delgado. Aaron Kelly probably holding a draw. Just wants to get inside his own. Probably doesn't want to go for the trail shot now. Aaron Kelly probably saved the draw with his previous, looking to add the shot to win the game. Oh, and he's just fallen short, so the win is on the line here for Queensland. Can't afford to really attack here too much because if he gets a chunk of the jack and doesn't follow, the Blues have got plenty waiting. Damien Delgado, this looks pretty close. Well, he's got a touch on it and it's gone to Aaron Kelly. So that'll be one shot to the Blues and a draw. 14 shots apiece after 15 ends. What a great way to finish what's been a fantastic game in our first session of our first ever New South Wales-Queensland Para Test Series. Don't forget, we'll be back at 11:15 a.m. with the second session, women's pairs. Love to have your company then. Till then, don't forget you can like and subscribe. Don't forget to get all those notifications. But subscribe and follow for more. Till then, till 11:15, it's goodbye for now.